Hi guys, it's Crystal from the Mokolate channel. Today I would like to show you how to make the macarons. Sometimes it can get quite tricky. That's why today I would like to show you the 7 tips to make the perfect macarons. The full recipe is down in my description. So tip number 1, your almond flour has to be really fine. You would like to put it into the food processor to mix it along with the icing sugar. If you don't put icing sugar to process it, the almond flour would turn out to have like almond oil, and then your almond flour would be all like sticky and crumbly, and it doesn't work. Mine, when I bought it, it's quite fine, so it was okay. These little crumbs, you can just throw it out. Tip number 2, your egg white should be in room temperature. I put mine out for about 2 hours. You want the egg white in room temperature so that when you bake it, it will give you the right texture. So to make your meringue, it would be a total of 6 minutes. So the first 2 minutes, I put it on medium speed. And then the next 2 minutes, it would be a medium-high speed. And the final 2 minutes, it's on a high speed. Now that you have your meringue, you want to put your food coloring in. Now, tip number 3 would be the food coloring. You don't want to use the liquid food coloring. You would like to use a gel paste light food coloring, because the liquid one, it doesn't give you the color that you want. Like no matter how much you add in, it doesn't turn out right. So make sure you use the gel-like food coloring. After you add it in, just blend it for another 30 seconds. After you have your meringue, just add in your icing sugar and almond flour. Now this step is also very important. You will start mixing in you will start folding your meringue and all the flours together. First, I did 35 folds, and then after that, you would like to see how the texture is. Now this is crucial. Like if it's too hard, you have to fold a little bit more, and you don't want it to get quite soft or too liquid, because it will just make your whole macaron doesn't work. So after about 35 folds, you would like to check how liquid your pastry is. Like if it doesn't drop from your spatula properly, then you would like to fold another 2 folds and then check on it. See, this one, it doesn't run off my spatula quite right. I fold another 2 folds and then check on it. I added almost 10 folds more, so about the final product, it was like 45 folds, and then it gets to the right texture. So this is tip number 4. When it gets to around this texture, then your macaron pastry is ready. Then you can start piping your little macarons onto the cookie sheet. Tip number 5, make sure you bang your oven pan onto the counter so all the bubbles from your macarons comes out. Then tip number 6, it's really important to bake your macaron on the right temperature. I use 300 degrees for about 6 minutes and then turn it down to 200 Fahrenheit for another 6 minutes. So it turns out quite right. Now tip number 7. I find that the pan is also one of the crucial reasons why my macarons never worked out quite right. After I bought this new pan, it's really thick, and then this small one that's really thin. That's why it never turned out quite the way I wanted. Maybe the small one is too thin, that's why it gets hot really quickly and it burns my macaron. So try to use a thicker pan. Maybe it warms up your macaron slower than it should be. It could be one of the reasons, so I put it in as one of my tips as well. Now onto the buttercream itself. The recipe is also in my description. So first, I add the sugar into the water. After the syrup is boiling, I'll put it into the mixing bowl. And then add in your egg yolks. And then you can start blending the syrup and the egg yolks together until it forms a whitish liquid texture like here. And then you can add in half of your butter and then mix it well. Then you can add in the other half of the butter after that. And you just keep mixing it for about a minute or so. After everything is mixed in, you can add in your food flavoring. Any flavor you want, you can just add in a few drops. Then start mixing it for about 2 minutes until everything is blended. And then your buttercream is ready. And then you can put it to a piping bag and start piping onto your macarons. And there you have it, the perfect macarons. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Don't forget to check out our cream puff tutorial and also the egg tart tutorial. Thanks for watching.